Hello and welcome to our video on the importance of emergency funds and how to build one. In this video, we'll be discussing what emergency funds are, why they are important, and the steps you can take to build one. Firstly, let's define what emergency funds are. Emergency funds are savings that are set aside for unexpected expenses, such as a medical emergency or a car breakdown. It's important to have emergency funds because unexpected expenses can arise at any time, and without the funds to cover them, they can cause financial stress and even lead to debt. Now, let's move on to step 1. Determining your monthly expenses. Before you can start saving for an emergency fund, you need to know how much money you spend on a monthly basis. This includes everything from rent, mortgage, utilities, groceries, and transportation. By understanding your monthly expenses, you can determine how much you can realistically save each month towards your emergency fund. To determine your monthly expenses, you can use a budgeting tool, bank statements, or receipts to track your spending. Moving on to step 2. Set a goal for your emergency fund. Financial experts recommend having at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses saved up in your emergency fund. This will ensure that you have enough money to cover unexpected expenses without having to dip into your regular savings or go into debt. Setting a goal for your emergency fund will help you stay motivated and on track with your savings plan. Step 3 is to start saving. To start saving for your emergency fund, you can set up a separate savings account or use an existing one. It's important to be consistent with your savings and contribute a set amount each month, even if it's a small amount to start. This will help you build your emergency fund over time. Step 4 is to keep your emergency fund separate. It's important to keep your emergency fund separate from your regular savings account to avoid dipping into it for non-emergency expenses. You can set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your emergency fund to make sure you're consistently adding to it. Lastly, step 5 is to reassess regularly. Life changes, and so do your financial needs. It's important to reassess your emergency fund regularly to make sure it still aligns with your current financial situation. For example, if you've had a change in employment, you may need to adjust your savings goals accordingly. In conclusion, emergency funds are an essential part of financial planning. By following these steps and building your emergency fund, you'll be better equipped to handle unexpected expenses and avoid financial stress. Remember to determine your monthly expenses, set a goal for your emergency fund, start saving consistently, keep your emergency fund separate, and reassess regularly. Thank you for watching, and we encourage you to start building your emergency fund today.